There are many other effects, so let me show you other effects inside the compositing. So I'm going to take this render layers node and move this back, and then I'm going to leave the layer over here. And now we can actually change the contrast of the image, change the color of the image. So what we can do first of all is press on Shift A and then search for brightness and contrast. I'm going to type bright and it's going to give you the brightness and contrast. Take this and again drag and drop this between these two nodes. Now I can actually increase or decrease the brightness by this slider. And I can also increase or decrease the contrast. So I can increase it and decrease it. And contrast is basically, if you don't know, it's a fancy term of a difference between parts of the image. So the more contrast I have, the more popped my characters or my objects are from the background or from each other. But you don't want to go way too high. In this case, it looks kind of cool, but you might want to play on the smaller values. So one important thing to note right now is we're in Eevee. And Eevee gives us nice results, but Cycles will give us way more realistic looking results. So I'm going to go back to layout. I'm going to go here, switch this to Cycles. Make sure to switch this to GPU if you have to CPU. Change the samples to in the viewport to something like 10. And then in the final render, I want to turn on denoising. And I also want to set the samples to something like 50 because I don't need them to be that high. Now make sure you're happy with the position with everything else and press on F12 to render the image. Now you can see it takes a lot longer than Eevee. Eevee took like 0.69 seconds and this is going to take a lot longer. So let's see how long it takes. Now it took around 15 seconds, which is not bad. But when we're working on larger animations and each frame takes a lot longer, it's obviously going to be taxing on the performance and it's going to take a lot of time.